Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your November 2025 monthly update. For people new to the community, you can join my e-list to be kept in the loop. I usually send out the monthly missive during the first week of each month, but if and when things come up in between, you may get the occasional additional email, but that is actually kind of rare. The month of November opens a powerful gateway of personal integration and soul-level processing as we prepare to cross the threshold into 2026, a year that will bring entirely new energetic patterns and cycles of initiation. We are still navigating Neptune's final passage through the 29th degree of Pisces, where it joins forces with Mars in late Scorpio and Uranus in late Taurus, signaling a grand completion on every level, personal, social, and collective. This is where we put the finishing touches on the vision that we have been nurturing for years. Then Mars will shift into Sagittarius, sparking engagement with Uranus and Pluto, our cosmic change agents, both of which are now in air signs, Gemini and Aquarius, reminding us that this next phase of evolution requires a shift in our thinking, a reorientation of our mental landscape, and the courage to activate new ideas aligned with our long-term vision. We are being asked to think differently, to act consciously, and to move bravely toward the future that is calling us. Mars, the ruler of our desires, actions, and motivations, is personal and deeply connected to our sense of agency. This month asks you to reflect on what truly drives you and encourages you not to focus on what you do not want, which the past decade may have made abundantly clear, but focus on what you really do want to cultivate and expand as you move forward. How do you want to live, love, create, and serve in this new energetic territory? The old ways won't work anymore, so it's time to envision what moving differently could look and feel like for you. Early in the month, Mars leads this recalibration. By month's end, Venus joins the dance, inviting us to adjust our values and priorities so that our new desires can take root in fertile soil. Both planets will be engaging with the outer social collective energies, making this highly personal work connected to something much larger, your unique contribution to the greater whole. We are being blessed with ease, grace, and opportunities for change throughout November, but December will bring the tests that demand tangible action and new choices, so processing now ahead of time is imperative in order to make our moves then. The most powerful of these alignments comes when Venus squares Pluto, a deep alchemical initiation that often manifests as transformation in relationships and finances. This is soul-level work. As your values evolve, your connections and priorities must shift too. Ask yourself, what do I deeply desire? How do I invest my time, energy, and resources? And how must that evolve to match my vision of the future? When we honor these questions consciously, we align with soul. When we resist them, life has a way of forcing the change anyway. Choose your evolution wisely and with love. Ashe. Mercury's final retrograde of 2025 adds another layer of reflection. Moving backward through fire and forward through water, Mercury has been teaching us how to think with our feelings. This process will deepen in 2026 when all three retrogrades occur in water signs, emphasizing intuition, empathy, and emotional intelligence. As of November 9th, we enter the heart of this retrograde process in Sagittarius and Scorpio territories. A potent mix of soul and spirit. That's our Scorpio Sag zone. It is a call to review your creative vision, your beliefs, and your deeper motivations. Deep breath. What do you believe to be true or possible for your self-expression now? How has that evolved in the past 1 to 5 years? November asks us to move slowly, explore possibilities, and resist the urge to lock anything in just yet. Let your inner fire purify your thoughts and allow your emotional body to guide what truly feels aligned before making commitments in the new year. Finally, one of the most significant cosmic alignments of this time is Uranus sextile Neptune, an ongoing influence that will shape the next 2 to 3 years. This month brings their final meeting in Taurus and Pisces before the dance continues in Gemini and Aries. This final dip into the earth and water combination helps us embody our spiritual insights and materialize our dreams in a way that is aligned with natural law and the frequency of life itself. The vibration of the earth has more than doubled in recent decades, and our physical bodies, especially those born before 2000, are being asked to rise in resonance. The younger generations are wired for this frequency, but for many of us, this means learning how to lighten our energy field, release density, and consciously attune to the higher vibrations. The next few years will challenge us to adapt quickly, to stay flexible, and to keep our hearts open to new levels of creativity and awakening. So as we move through November, honor the grace that is available now, the ease before the action. Use this sacred window to finish what you have started, to release what is complete, and to imagine what your life could look like when your thoughts, feelings, and actions are aligned with your soul's truth. Deep breath. The changes you make now with courage and consciousness will set the tone for a clear, strong, and inspired new beginning in 2026. We are wrapping up 2025. And these are just my highlights for the month of November. If you're wanting the details on the month ahead, you can access that and much more with a Power Circle subscription, which is only $9.99 a month or $99 for the year, which gets you 2 months for free and includes lots of custom goodies just for you that are based on your chart, along with 4 to 5 weeks of the weekly forecast and each month's lunar tools, which folks are finding tremendously supportive, especially if you are a tracker. Plus, we just got new quarterly reports that are rooted in evolutionary astrology, and I'm so excited. So that is one of the more inexpensive ways to support my work, and I really appreciate those who do it. Now, our November upcoming events, I am amidst some major dental work. Some of you may already know that. So I'm trying to keep my schedule super light. The last thing I do before surgery on November 3rd is going to be the Sunday, November 2nd, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific for the Scorpio Gate of Power fire ceremony. I really want to do this. This is the final sacred season of the year. We have 8 sacred seasons. This is number 8. And we usually have a live fire in my backyard, weather permitting, and at the altar if it's crazy weather. We go over the energetic support for the final 6 weeks of the year in this case. There's a reading for the community and divinations for the community, and everyone that hangs late, we usually pull cards and just have fun and talk. So I encourage you to register for the replay and to access the goodies because it is a Zoom. It has to go in the classroom. I do not post these on YouTube, but what I do post is I take an excerpt out of our time together that just covers the energetic support, and that's what gets posted on YouTube and podcasts. So join us Sunday, November 2nd for a live Zoom, and then we switch back to conference calls for the Soul Sisters monthly circle where we cover an animal medicine, and November is snake medicine. And we're getting together Wednesday, November 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This is a subscription, or you can drop in for $25. Power Circle members only have to contribute $20. They get their 20% off. And I know that snakes are one of those animals not everybody loves. There's kind of a love-hate relationship with them, but the way we go at it is so deep and transformative and wonderful. I think I could change your mind about snakes. They are very amazing, energetic helpers and animal spirit guides, and perfect for Scorpio time when we are rebirthing ourselves on many levels, which leads to the next day, November 13th, a Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This is my Venus Circle, which gets together monthly for $25 a month or $20 for Power Circle members. This month, we're doing our release work at the crown chakra in our Scorpio department. This is where the clearing is happening at the crown. So 9 months from now, we can call something back in at the root. This is a powerful process that we do in the Venus Circle, 9 months of release work and 9 months of reclamation work. And January 6th brings our midpoint in the cycle when we will probably have a get-together to talk about that and invite new people into the circle. And on the reclamation side, I often bring in other teachers to teach you new modalities and things, because once we do a clearing, we don't want to fall back into old patterns because we don't have anything new to try. So we like to have new things to try. But we're still on the release side, and if Scorpio is meaningful for you or you've got some clearing work to do at the crown chakra, that'll be a good one to drop in on. Now, Yeye has her burden burning ritual Wednesday, November 5th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. I will not be at that one because I will still be recovering from the surgery. And I will do my best, but I can't promise November 19th either, but we will try. For the money pouring ritual will be Wednesday, November 19th. Same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. This is for her Patreon members. So you can go to our Patreon page to sign up for those things. And those are our events for the month. The relevant reflections we're looking at is the Mercury retrograde through 2025, because we're right in the heart of it for November. Okay, so we're in the retrograde process for November. December is going to bring the final hit when it goes forward and hits everything for the third time. So this is a different frequency, but if you want to check in with how it unfolded this year for you or in the other signs, or you really want to check in with this one, that's on the 2025 replay. Jupiter in Cancer is a full 1 year process, kind of June to June. And a lot of the other planets are engaging it. So it's good to refresh on what it means to be moving through Cancer. The big boys are all engaged. Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, all engaged. So we have a Saturn in Pisces energy to listen to and a Saturn in Aries. We have a Uranus in Taurus to review, as well as the Uranus in Gemini, which is just coming in. And then we have 2 Neptune in Pisces calls, because one was about the actual cycle and the activations and alignments, and the other one was very deep into divinations. And we have an introduction to Pluto in Aquarius, which is going to be there for 20 years. So we will probably check in with this annually to see how it's affecting us in our early Aquarius degrees for the next couple of years. So I highly recommend these. Then we have the Scorpio energy of the month and an extra article post deep diving. It's about to get personal. The links for the Power Circle subscription and the Astro Tarot reading is a 2-for-1, but a lot of people just do the Astro Cycles, which is $150, and if you do the Astro Tarot, it's $200. And there is a Karmic Tools affiliate program for those with websites and places they can link to my website. It is very helpful for me, and you can get a little kickback. So check that out if you feel called. And I hope you will join us when and where you can. Reach out directly when you need to, and have a fantastic month. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.